What's up, guys? I want to share with you something that happened to me in one of my rentals just last year. And this situation actually puts my business back a lot, actually around this time last year. And I thought I'd share with you guys because what I'm about to share with you will pretty much show you why risk management and having insurance on your vehicles is very important. You know what I mean? So, just this time around this last year, I had this black Lexus F Sport that was on my fleet. It was an IS350, and it was a clean vehicle. So it was black on red. And it was doing very well in the rental business. I think it was doing about like $2,000 a month, $2,000 to $2,500 a month in revenue, and it was a cool vehicle. And just last year, around this time, it got into an accident, and that car, was damaged pretty bad. So around that time when that accident happened, I had no insurance. Well, I had insurance on that vehicle, but the client didn't have any insurance on that vehicle because I guess I was just being too comfortable. I was getting too, I was letting things slide and letting things lack a little bit, and that was my fault. That was completely my fault. So the good thing is there was no other cars involved, at least from what he told me, and at least from what the pictures that he sent me. Apparently he hit a dog, and a dog caused, the whole front bumper to cave in. It's kind of still unbelievable to this day because the body shop that told me about the situation, the body shop that had the vehicle said, ain't no way there was a dog that caused this much damage. And I'm gonna put it somewhere in the screen so you guys can see. But long story short, he got into an accident and he had no insurance on the vehicle, which was completely my fault. And that put me back a lot in the business because I had to come out of pocket a lot of money for that. Just now, with thinking about this situation, it kind of just bring back, some type of memory and the pretty much the horrible part I was going through. And I had to spend like thousands of dollars to get this car back situated. But we don't got the car no more. We just got rid of the car because I feel like, it was just time to get rid of the car. But yeah, so when that accident happened, I had to that pretty much led me to taking the insurance part super important, very, very important. So by the end of this video, my goal for you guys is to understand why the insurance is super important. I'm gonna show you guys on which insurances that you guys should need on your vehicle if you're thinking about purchasing a vehicle to rent out specifically. And I'm gonna show you guys on how you should verify and what to look for when requesting a client's insurance to protect your vehicle, okay? By the end of this video. So for the people that don't know me, my name is Dudley, and I own a luxury and exotic car rental company called Dudley Rents out here in South Florida. And I've pretty much been doing car rentals for about 5 years now. And I help people get cars, add them to my fleet where I manage it for them and help the owners and investors make money every single month through their cars. And I've been doing this for about 5 years, and I've helped countless of car owners earn thousands every single month for their cars. Okay, so insurance is super important, guys, because at the end of the day, like, the money's going to come when it comes to rentals. The car rental business is an industry where it's a $1 billion industry. Like, if you're in a major city, you got a nice car, that car is never going to sit. You're going to make some money with that vehicle. Now, the main thing is, a lot of people ask me, like, what kind of insurance do I get? Or what about the insurance, like, stuff and that like that, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to insurance, guys, if you're purchasing a vehicle to rent out specifically, there's two types of insurance that you could get. You could get regular auto insurance, like a regular policy, right? Like it's your own car. Or you could get commercial insurance, right? And put it under your business. With a commercial insurance, I think you need an LLC. So you would have to have the LLC, and you would have to register the car under your LLC and then purchase commercial insurance that way. So that's two ways you go about it. When it comes to a personal auto insurance, I still recommend full coverage auto. But when it comes to personal insurance, you have to not make your insurance primary when it comes to rentals, and I'll show you how to verify the client's insurance and whatnot. Even with commercial insurance, you still could be safe with the commercial insurance, but you still would need to require a client's insurance, so you're not fully responsible for anything that's wrong with the vehicle. Okay, so if you're purchasing a vehicle to rent out, regular personal auto insurance is good, or commercial insurance. But if you do commercial insurance, you have to have an LLC, right? And then you have to register the car under the LLC in order to purchase a commercial insurance. Okay, so that's that. Hopefully that cleared that up. And if you got any comments on that or any questions on that, just comment in the section below and I got you. Okay, now when it comes to verifying client's insurance, this is very important. This is the most important part of the video. There's a lot of people, you know, they verify client's insurance certain different ways. Some companies just request the declaration page, and the declaration page pretty much tells you all the coverages that the client has. Okay, so you'll see like the bodily injury, you'll see the comprehensive and collision, you'll see the property damage limit, you'll see all of those on that. And sometime on the declaration page, it'll actually tell you that this coverage extends to rental vehicles, which is super important. So when you're verifying the client's insurance, what I like to do, right, because I do this like almost on a day-to-day basis, what I like to do, I like to not only request the declaration page, but I like to call that carrier's insurance. So if somebody has a State Farm, I'll call State Farm customer service line and I'll verify that client's insurance through the line, right? So these are the questions I like to ask. What I like to look for is obviously see if the policy is currently active, and then I'll ask, do they carry comprehensive and collision coverage? Comprehensive and collision coverage is pretty much the only coverage that you would need in order for them to protect your vehicle, right? So if the client have comprehensive and collision coverage, then they're good. So now what you need to ask is, when they say yes, they carry comprehensive and collision coverage, you need to ask, do the comprehensive and collision coverage transfer onto rental vehicles, right? So that means their policy can transfer onto your rental vehicle. That means you're fully covered. Perfect. Now the next question I like to ask is, you know, does the comprehensive and collision coverage covers up to the actual cash value of the certain car that you're renting? Let's just say you got a $90,000 AMG, right, that you're renting. You want to ask, does the comprehensive and collision coverage cover up to the actual cash value of you know, of the 2025 AMG GLE or AMG GT 63S, whatever car that you're renting? Then usually they should say yes, or usually they'll say no. If it's a no, then pretty much they not gonna cover your AMG if it's get to like a major accident. They're probably gonna give you like a minimum, you know, a minimum coverage or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if they say yes, that means, God forbid, if your car gets into a major accident, like maybe like a total, then they'll cover that whole $90,000 AMG, if that makes sense, right? So that's like, those are the questions that I ask. Again, other companies do different routines. Some people just ask for the declaration page and they're good to go. But to have that extra security, I like to call the insurance carrier, whether it's a State Farm, a Geico, Allstate, Progressive, and just pretty much just verify the client's insurance through the line, right? Because, you know, on that piece of paper, there's a lot of things that, you know, a lot of scams out here, you know what I mean? A client could have just printed it out, you know what I'm saying? Use ChatGPT to print it out, or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? So if you call and, you know, you verify the coverages through the phone, at least you'll know if, you know, what's going on, if the policy is currently active, and, you know, etc., right? So guys, like I said, you can have the nicest vehicle in the world and you could be in the nicest city in the world, but if you don't know how to verify clients' insurances, then, you know, it's gonna be a problem when it comes to, you know, renting cars. Because one bad accident, like I said, with the Lexus that I had last year, just damaged the whole cash flow. You know what I'm saying? Like, that car is bringing like an extra $2,000 a month, you know what I mean? So that car cost me a lot more money. So hopefully this video helped and you have an understanding on how to verify clients' insurance, and why insurance is very important. Okay, and like I said, if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section, and then I'll I'll be more than happy to answer your question. And this is what I do for every of my car that's on my fleet. Right now, I currently manage 7 cars on my fleet. And every car that's on my fleet is owned by a different owner. I helped them got the vehicle, or most of them, I helped them got the vehicle, and I added them to my platform. My platform is pretty much a done-for-you business where I have the clients, I have the motion, I have the systems, I have the contracts. I pretty much have everything done for the owners and investors. I handle the pickups, the drop-offs, and the owners just pretty much just sit back and collect payments. Honestly, they just sit back and collect payments from their vehicles. And I've helped countless of car owners earn thousands ever since I've been doing this. And if you guys are, you always want to join a car rental business and you don't want to be hands on the business because you probably got different things going on for yourself, you could simply add your car to my fleet, guys, and I'll be more than happy to help you. Okay? There's a link that came with this video. You could simply apply, and let me see if I can help you get a vehicle and add it onto my fleet and help you earn passively every single month through car rentals. All right. So that's it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you found value in this video on the insurance part. And for more videos like these, just tap into my page, and you'll see more videos like these. Because this channel, my goal for this channel is to just bring so much value and information in the car rental business, and I want to document my journey with you guys. All right, so catch you guys on the next one. Peace.